Welcome, I'm Jennifer Ney. Becoming a successful entrepreneur requires more than just having a great product or service. Articulating your idea in a way that makes others want to join you on your business journey can mean the difference between failure and success. The power of persuasive communication cannot be overstated when it comes to gaining the support of investors, advisors, customers, or employees. A well-crafted pitch helps capture their imagination by painting vivid pictures of what could happen if they choose to invest in you or join your venture in some other way. I've put together the main elements of a pitch and a few tips for delivering them. Over time, you will develop pitches that fit the particular audience you're facing, the time limitation you have, how formal or informal the pitch needs to be, and whether or not you'll have slides. If you practice your pitches enough, you should be able to deliver them in your sleep, or at least at a moment's notice. In my own entrepreneurial journey, there were many different times when I had to pitch to different types of people. I first learned to pitch ideas when I was a stockbroker. In 2001, I sold my clientele book to a colleague and pivoted my career. Together, my husband and I built a veterinary hospital and a commercial shopping center. But in 2008, when the world financial crisis hit, we lost our renters and our practice declined as well. We decided to convert our 2-doctor day practice into a 24/7 emergency and critical care / day practice hybrid. We converted our shopping center into a veterinary campus where we rented to veterinary specialists. We pitched our idea to bankers, old employees, new employees, renters, and clients, new and old. Our ER and our veterinary campus changed the landscape of veterinary medicine in Central Virginia. In 2018, we sold the practice. Later that year, a private equity group bought the veterinary campus. After moving to Auburn in 2019, we started another new company, Blue Creek Construction, building docks on Lake Martin. We've pitched our business to boat dealers and marinas, customers, new employees, and soon we will pitch it to potential buyers as well. As you see, there are many different audiences that you may need to pitch to in order to gain the support you need for your startup. I'd like to tell you about some of those audiences and why you should pitch to them. Customer discovery involves going out and talking directly with potential customers about their needs and pain points. It's not just about validating your product or service, it's also about understanding market demand before going all in. It helps you refine your target audience by demographic. If you survey your potential customers, you gain valuable feedback about price and other considerations, which can help build an effective marketing campaign. As an entrepreneur, you will be pitching to potential customers all the time. So it's important that you get comfortable with it early on. A good pitch can be the difference between your business receiving the funding it needs to start, survive, or grow or not. Whether you get a formal meeting scheduled or you have a chance encounter with an investor or creditor, you need to be prepared to make the most out of every meeting. If you don't get what you asked for, be sure that you ask for feedback. That will help you improve your pitch for the next time you get a shot at it. No matter how much you think you know about your business, chances are there is at least one other person who knows more. Finding one or more experts in your field can help you gain valuable insights on everything from product development and marketing strategy to tips for securing funding. This advice can really speed you along on your journey. When we were about to expand our veterinary practice, we talked to the pharmaceutical reps who called on our office and asked them what they thought about the idea and how they thought we could do things better than the competition. So pitch to experts and then listen carefully to their advice and opinions. Seek advice and mentoring from seasoned entrepreneurs, including the entrepreneurs in residence at Auburn's new Venture Accelerator. We can help you improve your pitch, refine your business model, and give you valuable insights that can help you and keep you from making costly mistakes with your startup. There are plenty of opportunities for you to pitch your idea for prize money. Here at Auburn, we host the Halloween Pitch Competition, which is the last Friday of October, and the Tiger Cage, which has 3 rounds in January, February, and March. The deadline for submission to Tiger Cage is in November. There are other pitch competitions that do not require you to be a student at a particular university, and we can help you find those as well. As an entrepreneur, you should know that one of the keys to success is having a clear mission and vision for your company. But many business owners overlook how important it is to align those values with their employees. When everyone in your organization understands and shares the same goals, there's a greater sense of camaraderie, better communication, productivity, and lower turnover rates. Happy workers lead to happy customers. So pitch to your employees, and you will see what a difference it makes in your organization. So how are you going to convince all these people to take this journey with you? Here are some tried and true tips on mastering the art of pitching. Number 1, know your audience. Before you go into a meeting with investors, bankers, or customers, research them individually and collectively. It's much easier to create rapport and tailor your pitch to your audience if you know something about them. Venture capital groups and private equity groups usually seek investments in particular industries or particular types of investments. Regardless of who you're pitching to, knowing your audience gives you the insight you need to tailor your pitch to them. Get straight to the point. Investors see countless of pitches daily. There must be something compelling behind every sentence you speak. Be concise and keep things interesting so that they want to hear more. If you can grab their attention in the first 30 seconds, chances are you bought yourself another minute or so of their attention. Be likable. Before anyone can like your idea, they must first like you. Practicing in front of a mirror or on video can help you nail down a pleasant facial expression and good body language. Try not to be too rigid or make any distracting movements with your hands. Good posture and a smile displays confidence, and eye contact helps you engage with your audience. Tiger Cage winners are always competitors who were well liked by the judges. And show your passion. Investors invest in people as much as they do ideas. They look for entrepreneurs who are passionate about their businesses because those are the ones who will work tirelessly to make them succeed. So it's essential that you show you believe wholeheartedly in your venture and convey this passion during the pitch. A picture paints 1,000 words. When creating your slides, keep in mind that most people will only read what they can see in a glance. But if you show a picture or pictures that illustrate an idea, and you have something compelling to say that relates to the pictures, then you've captured their attention. Too many words are not compelling, and an audience can lose interest before they finish reading them. Practice makes perfect. Practice many, many times. Practice on friends and family, on video, or in front of a mirror. The success of your pitch depends largely on the amount of time you devote to practice. Practice is where you can work out the kinks and work through some of the nerves, although it is normal to have some nervousness anytime you're pitching. The staff at the new Venture Accelerator can help you improve your pitch and give you opportunities to practice. Now, let's go through the key elements of a 5 to 10 minute pitch. Entrepreneurship is born from a problem or need in the marketplace which is not being met. To begin your pitch, you need to state that need or problem in a compelling way that makes others also want to fix it. If you have the answer to that problem or a way to fill that need, then you need to plan on how you're going to do it. You need to state what your differentiating factor or factors are. That means, what is it about your product or service that makes it distinct from others? Or what sets you apart from your competitors? That's your unique value proposition. For our veterinary ER, we differentiated on price and convenience. Let them know why the time is right for your solution and who stands to benefit from your unique value proposition? In other words, who will your customers be? What's the size of the overall market? So how many customers might there be? And how much might they spend on this type of product or service? Then tell us how you plan to reach your customers. And how will you make money? Be clear and concise. Obviously, you don't know what your sales will look like, so some assumptions will have to be made, especially in the beginning. Who are your competitors and how will you stack up against them? Compare your differentiating factors. Revenue is all the income that comes from your sales. Because assumptions have to be made about sales, revenue projections should be good estimates based on industry data. Here at Auburn, we have a business librarian who can help you find that sort of data. For purposes of the pitch, go with nothing short of a realistic best-case scenario. This is not the place to play out worst-case scenarios. You should be able to be pretty accurate on expense projections if you do your homework. Profits are revenues minus expenses. Your profit projections need to be optimistic, but also believable. Who are the members of your team, and what skills do they bring to the table? And how much money do you need to achieve your next milestone? Companies grow in phases, so there should be a dollar amount of resources needed to achieve each phase of growth. Another word for pitching is selling. If you're an entrepreneur, you will be pitching or selling constantly. So you'll have to accept that you are, in fact, a salesperson. Not all salespeople are born that way. Natural-born salespeople know how to sell themselves, and that's half the battle. The other half is educating your customer on your product or services and why they need it. But here are some other selling tips. Control the narrative. Your pitch is the first part of that, but beyond the pitch, controlling the narrative means asking questions you want to hear the answer to. In the case of our veterinary ER, I might have asked, were you happy with the service and the bill you received from the other veterinary ER? The answer would give me a chance to educate the customer on how we're different and why they should choose us next time. Customer centricity refers to relationship management as a tool for selling and supporting customers. In the old days, selling was seen as a one-off deal. But then companies learned that if they built relationships with their customers, they were much more likely to be repeat customers and recommend them to others. Amazon was one of the first U.S. companies to call themselves customer-centric. It requires forming a good relationship with your customer or your potential customer. I started my career at a New York investment bank where I cold called potential investors to sell them the stocks that our company had taken public. Many of our morning meetings included lessons on selling. I learned a lot of good sales techniques there, including this one. Always be closing. If you don't ask for the order, you're never going to get it. Whatever it is that you're pitching or who you're pitching to, remember, you have to ask for what you want. If you're trying to close an investor, ask for the money. If you're trying to close a customer, ask for the sale. If you're trying to close an advisor, ask for the next meeting. Always be closing. It's the ABCs of selling. Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak were the founders of Apple. This pair brought a product to market in 1976, the Mac, which was a product that many people didn't think the world needed at that time. But they believed in their business, and they convinced investors to come on board because of the passion they had about their technology. Looking back now, I would say that it really paid off. Get comfortable delivering your story with passion, and maybe you can be as successful as Jobs and Wozniak. If you have a business idea, please come see us at the new Venture Accelerator. Bring the best version of your pitch, and we will help you improve it from there. Thanks for your time and attention. Please feel free to reach out to me for any questions or help.